following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 2.
Hello everyone and welcome to the start of the regional finals for Archery April here in D2. And we got an interesting one to start things out. For most people, a final is something to signify a long journey, a place to show their accomplishments, but for these two players, it's going to be another stepping stone as both enter this match 3-1 on the season, kept the game with an extra DQ win as well. But both are looking to make the Final Four for the first time, with the winner of this match locking their spot into the postseason, no matter what happens the rest of the way. I'm G-Man, and welcome. We start over in the Deflex region with Captain Gaming and João. The lowest combination of the highest sum of seeds I think we have ever had for an MRE Uno match. Number 13 Captain Gaming versus number 14 João. The sum of 27, I'm pretty sure that's the highest we've ever had in league history. So this will be interesting to see how this breaks down, but going to be a good one. We'll take a look at the final bracket here. And it's going to be interesting. We're starting this off here. 4 matches in this round. Captain Gaming, João kicking us off. But next match will be on the match that determines who faces the winner of this one, with Ridley and Gio going at it tomorrow at 9 a.m. Going to be an early one. Short's got you covered on that. And then later at 4 p.m. Tomorrow, we got White Spider Army on the other side of the bracket in the Crusade Regional Final. And then Bow Regional Final, we're still waiting on a time for that one. Hasn't really been much movement on that one since, unfortunately, and this was also why they were in Operation Window Runners, hasn't really been available, and J Money also has work. So trying to figure that one out. We'll let you know when that one goes down, but that will almost certainly be the last match of the round, and will be an interesting one, as again we have two, as you can see, 14 seeds left in the bracket. So if both can make the Final Four, that really could be something when it comes to seeding for tournament 2 or tournament 3. We'll bring it over to the stream here. I got a decent crowd here, but I'm joined by Yoshi, who will be our ref, and I'm also joined by Tapir, who will be our lovely co-commentator and analyst for tonight, and he is ready to take this front 9 and go driving. Tapir, any thoughts on this one? Captain Gaming's really had a resurgence run after not doing much in February, and João has just had a really great debut tournament, especially after winning the Grimland event, and he's really been riding this momentum of that Rune Open win in this tournament. So we'll start with thoughts on this matchup in general and what both need to do to get the win here to make the Final Four. Okay, I see Tapir's muted. Okay, so I think Tapir needs a second, but we'll go to Yoshi. Yoshi, general thoughts on... Okay, Yoshi, general thoughts on what you're looking for with this match, as, again, 2 low-seeded players who are looking to make a big statement with a Final Four appearance.
Yeah, I mean, Captain Gaming might be one of the more unexpected players to get here, and I feel like it's nothing to scoff at, right? I feel like his path was pretty tough. Like, he faced not Rune. That's João. He faced Scarth into Deleted and then into Arnim, and I feel like for most people, they probably would have predicted the other player to win. And so I feel like this is really just a testament to, you can't underestimate the low seed people. Like they're capable of getting these big runs, and I'm very curious to see. You could lose in the first round in the first tournament, and that doesn't really mean anything for the rest of your season, honestly. You could definitely turn it around, and that's what Captain Gaming is doing so far. I think he's one of the few people who actually have done that after losing the first round. So
He did lose to Mark too, so he did facing a tough opponent for his first match, so that could also be where that kind of hits what he was able to show early at the start of the season, February.
yeah, I wonder how he does against João because I feel like he's one of those rookies where I think some people expected something like this to happen. Definitely continuing the trend of players who did well in Grimland, or at least ended up winning a Grimland event, to then make a pretty big run in the actual MRE season. So, um, he could continue that and actually beat Red, who got to the Elite Eight and then ended up losing. So Joao could break that record at least if we're talking like winning Grimland into making it far in the DT tournament. And then, but yeah, I also heard there's like some kind of streak of the best rookie of the debut of the tournament. They generally make the final four. Is that
That is true. Only one debut in the tournament has not made the Final Four, and that was Gummy and Acoustic August, but there was also only 5 debutants in that tournament, so that might partially explain it, but Gumma still made the round of 16 in that one, so still not a bad showing, but um
mhm.
yeah, besides him, every single debut in the tournament has made the Final Four, so Joao looking to not necessarily keep the trend up, but keep the, I guess in a way, keep that trend up if we exclude Gumma, because generally have found success. Again, remember, last tournament's debut in the tournament, Bree made the Final Four. All right,
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm. Tapir
yeah.
looks
I guess we'll finish off.
yeah, Tapir looks set here. We'll jump to him. Tapir, any thoughts on this matchup? Coming from the person who technically is the defending champion of this tournament from last season.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a really good matchup here. Obviously, anything can happen in a best of 9, and I think really the golden ticket here is going to be trying to complete the series in as quick as possible because obviously these players have been here for a little while now and they've seen a few things, so they're going to be using those skills against each other. And so I think the ticket for success is going to be shutting the opponent down as quick as possible, and hopefully with a little luck there, that'll be the way to do it. So I think we will have a good matchup here, and I'm looking forward to it. And I wish everyone the best of luck here. So back to you, G.
All right, we'll go to our players here. We'll start with Captain Gaming since he's going to be typing out his answer since his mic is broken right now, unfortunately. You're the 13th seed, but you still have the home field in the regional finals. That kind of just goes to show how crazy this bracket has been so far. But overall, you've had a really good run throughout this tournament. But it does feel like a lot of people have been underestimating what you're able to do. Thoughts on how that's kind of propelled you to make it to this point, and what you look to do tonight to be able to once again prove the doubters wrong and make the Final Four. So we'll see what Captain Gaming says with that. For Joao, you really good run throughout this tournament. Had a big win. Oh, okay, Helen. Just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. Same strategy, same tactics. All right. For Joao, it's been a really good debut appearance for you in this league with this tournament. Make it all the way to the regional finals, but you do have a pretty tough challenge ahead with Captain Gaming, who's really been riding the momentum of this tournament so far. But you've been riding the momentum of the Rune Open victory. Had a pretty strong path, beat Rune in the opening round, and then of course, in the last round beat Aiden Smith, which has been really penciled in as one of the contenders for the season. Any thoughts on what you need to do to beat Cap Gaming tonight to get the win, especially with on your end being a somewhat late game?
I th- I think I'll need to do what I've been doing. That is play fast, play aggressive, just try to get the win as fast as possible.
All right, so we might expect a speedy series here, but with that being said, we'll get things going. With game number 1, Tapir, feel free to take it away. Okay. I guess he will not, but it's all good. Captain Gaming has the call. Yeah, okay. So going low. And we start with the yellow 6 here, so that's gonna be the opener.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, yep. My mic is, yeah. The connection's off.
Okay, well, Cap Gaming has no yellow to start, which is not good. João able to play the yellow 3 and gets an immediate switch, so João off to the races right away.
That's going to be really important for him to run early here.
Okay, Cap Gaming with the double. Okay, doesn't do the P, so... But João's going to keep it going, and João's going to keep his run going on the blue. Now, what does Cap Gaming do here? Nothing. Can
And João's
João
already
keep it going?
down
He
to
gets the
2.
Uno right away. We are 45 seconds in. And he's already at Uno. Draw for Captain Gaming. Can João get the win here? 5-card start, and he gets it on the number efficiency. 53 seconds. And again, really quick start there. Was able to just line up the numbers. And I don't really got much to say. Just kind of got that going, and Cap Gaming wasn't really able to do much. But João with the early 1-0 lead. Again, best of 9, so still early, but again, really good start for João here, but I don't really got much for either player. Tapir, you got anything?
No, not a whole lot. Other than just, obviously, that's kind of what to expect for a 5-card start under a 1-minute match. No wilds, not really much ammo there, but insanely good job on the number efficiency there. And interestingly, he's going to 15 next, so from the floor to the ceiling is not something you see very often.
Yeah, I really don't think he liked how that first game went, so he's going to go with 15. Going to try to be able to get the little bit of play, because he got absolutely nothing. He was pretty much stuck on a 2-color. From that point, he played the double with the blue reverse. So the fact that João was able to just kind of run with the yellow and blue was disastrous for Cap Gaming. He's looking for more cards here to help settle the score here as he goes down early. But starts with the red 7, and João with a double here. Might have been the wrong number. Oh wait, no. Okay, so wait, no, he played the wrong. Actually, no, he makes a mistake there. Tried to do blue reverse. We might see it might have meant red reverse. We might see that in this turn. Yeah, small mistake here early. It's not going to cost him, but it's something to note.
See how long we're going to run down these reds here. Interestingly enough, hopefully that's going to be the last of the typos, because I would hate for it to be even more costly mistake going forward.
Again, if you have those mistakes, you'd rather do it early than late, because if you do it late in the game, it could very much cost you as you get closer to the end. But there's our first switch. We go into the green and a crossover to blue.
It's very interesting, G, you say that, because we've seen time and time again how you can have like a power play error or a blunder.
Skittles.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, sure. Break out the Skittles.
Yeah, that one just kind of popped out of nowhere. Now we yellow.
Are going for Skittles.
And João actually drew on the yellow before there. He gets to switch to blue. But that's interesting, because does not seem like João had a lot on yellow to start things off. Especially for a 15-card start.
And for 15 cards, that is very interesting. And I think for João, the game plan now is going to be how to keep him in yellow for as long as possible. Because if it's true that he really just doesn't have yellow, that's going to be great for Draw City, especially having this many cards.
Yeah, and Cap Gaming definitely going to look to try and test this yellow here, especially with João's early draw on it before. And João's still not liking this yellow here. He's going to jump for the +4 and goes into the green.
And a lot of times you just have to do that, right? Because if you just don't want the yellow, you just don't want to draw, that's your only option there is a +4. Ooh! Dragging him right back into the yellow here. And he is iced.
Now Cap Gaming looking to run the yellow. At this point, he's really just trying to look to be careful here. Oh, no, he's actually going to do a +6 here and go in the red. So spares the yellow for now, but throws 6 on it, and it's a quick switch to the blue. So we got a lot of switching going on right now.
Might have been a little fade look from Captain there. A little bit of an undercut now.
Blue 8.
And we are into blue.
Now we're in the green. Again, really just trying to keep the switches up here.
Quick double play from Captain there. And he is down to 4 cards. Here comes João.
We'll see if João can do something on the screen here. He was the one who initiated the switch and is behind, so maybe looking to do something to bring the gap back a bit. And there it is. It's going to be
Here it comes.
+6 of his own as he is on a 4-card run. Make it 5. Yellow 3. We go back into the yellow, which he did not like before. So we'll see what happens on it this time, but it's going to flip the scoreboard a bit with João now taking the lead by a decent amount. A wild green. That's good play. And Joao's going to have the +4 that counter. Oh, man.
All right.
Second +4.
He might have hit something off that +4 then.
Second +4 of the game from João here. As a triple is going to split his difference in half. All right.
Getting really aggressive on the ammo play here.
We are really throwing it on right now, but switch the green, and there it is. There's the ice.
Just like that, the table's turned, and João is now at 4 cards, and Captain is at, what, 12? 13? 9. He's at 9, and Joao's at 5 here.
Make that 6 here. Captain Gaming slowly bringing this back here. Double green, 1 self-ditto. That's going to force another draw out of João unless he gets a top deck. He got a top deck wild, and now we go to blue.
Obviously, those wilds are going to burn a hole in your pocket there. Just don't want to get into draw city at all.
Cap Gaming not liking the luck here. He plays with the blue. This has been a bit of ammo, bit of an ammo war so far. João with the João typing up something here. It's gonna be a 3-card run. It's gonna be a 3-card run with the yellow 6 to end it, and we have really just been liking these +6s so far. 540. Good switch out of Cap Gaming for the blue 6 here. Hoping he doesn't have something to counter. He's going to have the final +4 to counter that, and that's going to be game 2 for João. Wow. So, got
Incredible.
3 of the +4s there. Cap Gaming did not get... Oh, I thought Cap Gaming did have one. I guess not. But João with 3 of the +4s there to help him get to the end. Unfortunately, that ice was not going to be enough for Cap Gaming as João goes up 2-0. Yeah, I mean, João, you really seem to find some fortune with the top decks here. Any comments after that game, especially with a lot of the ammo being used during the middle of that one?
I had a lot of wins in the middle. He did good to extend the game by how much he did. Cause I had like 2 +4s for a while. Just had to wait to play them.
Wow, so good early draw there for João, but Captain Gaming not really able to do much on that one. Any comments going into game 3 after it's what seems like to be an unfortunate start, especially on some of the stats here. I mean, no skips and no +4s thus far. Four vessels, 600, 500 BC. I don't even know what this is. BC extracting ceramic, my beloved. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Anyways, we'll jump into game 3 here. Start with 9. João looking to make this 3-0, and the yellow skip to start things off.
See if he can run something on this wild or skip here.
He is going to switch the blue. And I feel like this game could be an indicator on how this goes, because if Cat Gaming wins this could be an away-based game, but if João wins this, then Captain Gaming's really got to start thinking about maybe a potential adjustment. It's gonna be a triple there. There it is. Because I mean, in terms of the adjustment, also, I mean, I don't think Cap Gaming's been playing bad per se. Just really not getting much of the fortune, but might not need to try to find something different. May need to try to throw a haymaker or something like that if he goes down 3-0. But we go into the red now.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. If you're Captain Gaming, you see João with 3+4s. It's like, you're just waiting for the answers.
A bit of a risky move there, but gonna leave the reverse open, and that actually works to block João. Top deck 3 is gonna bring it back. That actually gives João the switch. And the crossover
into yellow,
into
into blue.
Crossover into the blue 3, give the advantage is in Captain Gaming's favor. Blue 8, blue 7. We just run the blues here. Cap Gaming runs out at 2. João runs out as well, so not quite Uno yet for either player.
Looks like we're in Draw City, population 2.
Yeah, it keeps going, but no 7s, no blues to be found.
At this point, G, I think it's going to be who blinks first. Because it could be on a number switch, it could just be running the blues down. Could even be on a wild, but I don't think so just yet. We'll see.
Oh, there's the
The
first
wild
blink.
meta has been crazy.
Green
The wild
7.
meta has been crazy this game.
That gives João the lead on the position arrow, but that's a wild yellow. So
Ooh.
there's the wild. And João has nothing on yellow.
Oh, that's big.
That is
That is huge.
2 color for João here, so that's gonna be a bit of a problem. And when this is a 3-color game right now, that could be an issue. As Cap Gaming keeps running down the yellows, gets to switch back into green. And now Captain Gaming draws. Oh man, these are opposite
Battle
hands
of the
here with the colors. Still nothing despite the +2. Double green 1, self ditto. And it's the exact same thing that happened before, except this time it's a switch, and now it's another ice, and this is a war of yellow and green.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Cap Gaming wants the yellow, João wants the green. We'll really see who gets the better of the two here. It's gonna be a double on the yellow once again as we go 1 up to the yellow 2.
Did João get anything off of that +2?
He got a +4.
He
He got a
did.
+4 and into the green.
He did.
This war
Here
of
comes
colors.
Captain Gaming. Does he have a response?
This war of colors continues, and that's also Joao's 4th +4 of the series so far. Cap Gaming, I believe, still looking for his first. Captain Gaming is still looking for his first skip also. No skips, no +4s, and we go back into the yellow again. This war is continuing on, and it's a crossover to blue. We haven't seen this in a while. Third party enters the picture.
We haven't seen red in a whole lot longer, so I'm wondering if both players realize that they kind of have to wait for a time.
Oh my
to run
god,
down.
it's a
my goodness.
+12. He has had enough of the ammo from João, and he has laid it on. It's a crossover into the green 9. Cap Gaming has it.
And at this point, Captain Gaming is at 2, João's at 13. Domination situation.
So I'm going to have to make
Cap
this
up to
comeback.
3. João's going to need to find something pretty quick here.
A run of the sorts here, looking to come, and it's going to be flexing the skips he's getting, and a +2 as well.
He's going to wink into that red there. We haven't seen red in quite a while, so this could be Captain Gaming's answer here. And it is, and he's back to 4.
Cap Gaming's still in the lead despite that big run. The gap is much smaller now as we go back into the green. Maybe looking for an ice out here. Could have also gotten something good on the +4, or the +2, not the +4. Oh no, okay. Gonna trade that reverse in for something else, but leaves it open. Ooh.
Ooh.
Is
So
that
he
what
does seem to have more red in the tank here.
is that what
Just
Cap
a matter
Gaming
of
actually
how
wants
much.
though? No.
Looks like he's out. Here comes João. Keeps going. And we are tied 3-3, neck and neck.
Top deck there. João runs out and Cap Gaming gets the switch.
Number efficiency?
No.
Maybe? No.
Alright. We just hit 6 minutes here.
And here's Joao's chance to top deck, and he takes it. Yellow 6 here.
That's
Let's see if Joao's going to run down here.
that is not what Cap
João
Gaming
is
wanted.
at dose.
That is not what Cap Gaming wanted at all. He needed a different color and he did not get it. It's another
And
plus
that
4.
spells trouble
Oh
with the
man.
+4.
Another plus 4 hold, and again, João able to find it here. I mean, it's 5-0 in the plus 4s and 7-0 in the skips. Cap Gaming still has not found a single skip all so far. At all so far. This has been kind of a frustrating ordeal thus far, but
I understand that frustration, right? It's like, what else are you supposed to do? The +4 can connect to any color. It's not like you have to wait for the specific color +2 or skip or reverse. You can just go for it, and it skips the opponent's turn, right? As opposed to a regular wild. So it's really OP, and especially with 5 of those, you're obviously frustrated. And if you're João, obviously the good fortune here is really starting to pick up, but you have to wonder, is the law of averages going to catch up, and is it going to be Captain Gaming that the pendulum shifts to? So we'll see how that goes.
I mean, that potentially could happen. I mean, you even look at the other stats. I mean, Cap Gaming is up 1 on +2s, decent lead on the reverses, and then up 1 on the wilds. But what good is that going to do him when he's down 5-0 on the +4s? So not been the best start, and I think kind of that plan A that João won on game 1 with the 5-card risk has kind of been carrying that momentum so far as he goes up 3-0. But we'll jump into game 4. We'll jump into game 4 now. João wants 8.
Eight is great. Crazy 8 starting off with the blue 7.
And we'll see what João starts with on this. Again, best of 9, so this isn't series point yet. But
Immediately comes out swinging. +2. Double play into the... Actually, that was a half ditto there. Kept it blue 7. Into green, into yellow.
Alright, Cap Gaming fine with the yellow switch here. And now we're going to red, so we're kind of going all over the colors right now.
That does indeed make Pandora's box, so... At this point, I don't know really what to expect, because it's a little early to kind of get a read for what these players have. You know, maybe they could still have some green. Obviously, I'm thinking Captain has some green. Maybe João just wanted to get right into those yellows. So we're going to see how that unfolds. Here we go to a blue wild.
I'm seeing some of the aggression here from Cap Gaming. I think in the spot he's in right now, that is something he's going to have to go for. So jumping for the blue, João gets the draw here. That's going to be big for him, looking to keep things going. Double self-dittos on the blue 6. That's going to be good for him. Another draw from João, looking to keep it rolling. Looking to get down to 2. Gets the switch. That's what he was looking for.
Number efficiency there. Sweet. And those self-dittos are really good, because if the opponent draws first, they'll draw in the second one.
Another
Number
switch into...
again!
Oh, man. No +4 from João right now. Can Cap Gaming get one on the board? Yes, he does in the green.
Whoa.
Cap Gaming on the board here. Gets it done. Minute 41. And finds a little bit of momentum.
Perfect way to do that.
Didn't need a +4 or skip once again. But gets it done. These players are really liking to keep things rolling here. So we will jump to game 5. Cap Gaming still has the call. He has the call for next 2 games. He's looking to get these both back to tie things up. But 15 cards. Blue 6. That's going to be start.
Started off with a blue 7 last game. Now it's a blue 6. Maybe we're going to keep going down here.
I will ask also to peer on this one because last time we went 15, João was the winner here. So any thoughts on Cap Gaming going back trying the 15 once again? It's a lot of static.
Cat took my mic. Can you repeat that, please?
So last time we went 15, João won. So thoughts on Cap Gaming trying the 15 again?
Well, I'm just thinking that, like I said, maybe the law of averages is going to catch up. I'm wondering if just Catton's going to try and gamble on that 15, see if he can pick up some more of those wilds and the ammo there. I think him just getting this first game on the board here is going to be really good for momentum. So maybe he's thinking that if he can win one, he can win 3 in a row and tie it up.
Yeah, and I mean, again, it was a crucial switch into the red, which was able to lead into the green after João placed down that red one. So able to catch a break there, but not catching a break here as he draws on yellow.
And again, we are really going all over with the colors, so a little bit aggressive in the color switches here.
I think one thing I've noticed also is these zeros have been really effective in keeping the color. I don't think we've seen a single zero switch so far. Tries to play negative blue 5, but it doesn't work. Or actually, no, dash. That was not a negative. That was a little dash thingy. A. There is the patented A that João has for his name, the only player in the league to have an accented letter in their competitor name. Yeah, but running the blues now. What's Captain Gaming got here? He is typing, just gonna go for the blue 8. Nothing too crazy right now. But João gonna go for a switch. Just appear, and it's a +6. We've seen so many of those in this series so far. Cap Gaming gonna throw another one down. So going to green. And Cap Gaming takes the lead. It's gonna be a wild red here. Let's try to even things out. But Cap Gaming still has the red. So he keeps it going, but for how long? Alright, gonna be a plus, and it's another skip from João. Cap Gaming still has not gotten a single skip through four games now, basically 5 right now as we are in game 5. And I mean the plus 4s are unfortunate, but I think no skips so far is absolutely bizarre. Switch the green. João keeps it going. This is what he had originally. Cap Gaming still has the lead right now, but only by a bit. Gonna go on a run. No, just gonna be a green 1. It's another, oh man, it's another wild from João. And we'll see if Cap Gaming can get the play this time, although he was the one who initiated the switch from the last time. He's got a power play. Alright, we'll see what he makes of this. Can he find a finish here on this wild red? It's going to be a +4. Yell skip, and he draws, so was 1 off. Trying to draw to maybe get a top deck here. We'll see what happens as the first 2 skips of the first 3 skips of the game for first 2. Cap Gaming finally gets skips, and it seems that did not work out. I think he was hoping to get a top deck on that one, but uses up the power play, isn't able to find it, but Joao's going to do the switch to red. Cap Gaming still with nothing. And Joao looking to keep the red going. Alright, now we got Joao kind of just making sure he has control of these colors here. As Cap Gaming tried to go for the yellow, but Joao denied it with the crossover of the blue. Ooh, big run there. There's going to be another +6 here. Cap Gaming throwing the ammo down. And throws Joao back once again. Switch the yellow. Cap Gaming doesn't have it, so good ice from Joao. So once again, he looks to reel things back in.
And here, G, if you notice, we can clearly see the momentum is slowly shifting into Captain's favor. He does have the card advantage here over Joao. He's at 4, and Joao's at 8, now 7, as he goes to that red wild. So it's interesting to see kind of just how that mechanic of the pendulum shift, right? Going back and forth there. So we'll see how that works out for Captain as he is down currently.
Gonna be a +2 here. That's even things up. Again, that's really gonna be unfortunate for Cap Gaming if he doesn't get this win, especially after using the power play this game. Double up with the skip. And again, he's finally getting skips this game. But the skips put him down to 2 and gives him a lead. Looking to close things down. The blue cannot. Can Joao get down? Yes, the blue 0. We've seen no switches on the 0 so far in this series. And we will not
see if it's effective.
See it right now.
Joao maybe for the double play finish. Let's see.
He gets another +4 finish. Trying to do the call out.
+4.
Man, Cap Gaming got one +4 in that one, but Joao able to hold that on to the end, and it's been a frustrating series so far for Cap Gaming. But Joao won away from the final 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joao is leading on every ammo metric except the reverses. Wilds combined is 11-5. Crazy.
Yeah, but again, I mean, Joao had that +4 since almost the beginning, so that was a good hold through that 7 minutes. Cap Gaming looking to go with 10 here, but as we get things started for Game 6 here, any thoughts on Joao played a practice game before this, like an hour before. It ended like a few minutes before this series was supposed to go on, but I mean, that's had mixed success in the past because sometimes you just kind of wear yourself out a bit, but in reality, it feels like that might have actually been somewhat of a warm-up when it comes to what he's getting on these starting hands. So, any thoughts on that, and possibly, as you like to say, the luck generator, how that may have been playing an advantage for him?
Well, it could very well be, right? Obviously, playing that game prior to the match, just, warming up your skills a little bit, dusting off the rust there. But it could be that, obviously, going back and forth with the ammo here, could be that he just didn't really have much for prior games, and now it's just coming back with a vengeance. We'll have to see. There's a lot of people that go through long droughts of losses, right? We see that a lot in D1 as well. And then there are some people that go on long winning streaks, and then they just kind of crash and burn. We've seen that as well. So the law of averages does apply for everybody, except me. I have a +4 generator, right? But it doesn't seem to be working as of late, but that's okay. Right, so we will see how that unfolds for this match and for future matches. But as we go and we're riding that into the green here,
Wild red. That's
into
a
the
big top deck
wild
for Cap
red
Gaming.
there.
He needs a win here to try to put the momentum back in his side. He had that winning Game 4 that helped him a bit, but lost it a bit. And red 5, there it is. There's the win. That's gonna put some momentum back into Cap Gaming's steam. but gets the win on 10 and minute 36. So able to get things going. João wants to keep things going as he has the homestand now. Again, João needs to win one of these next 3 games to win the series, and he still has the power play, so he's in a good spot right now. But Cap Gaming looking to make the comeback here after what's been kind of an unfortunate start on the series in terms of what he's getting. But again, once again, really did not need a ton of ammo there to get the job done, although he did get 2 wilds, so it did help him a bit. But I mean, really has just kind of been trying to find a way through these switches here, which has been his big key to success in getting these wins. But we'll jump to game number 7 here. I forgot to update the game count, but this is game 7. No game 7, guys, since this isn't the crucial end-all moment of the match. But blue 6 is going to be the immediate switch, and it's a crossover to the green switch. So could we see an early ban with the yellow 6?
Crazy undercut right out of the gate.
All right, nothing there.
I would say that is a line drive straight for the green.
That's double green 6. Green 6 off the table early. Again, Cat Gaming liking to keep this pace up quickly. He seems to be on a roll right now and wants to ride the momentum. Because I mean, for him, if he can get these game wins quickly, he'll be putting himself back in. It's 4-2 right now. Win here will make it 4-3. But that's gonna halt his momentum with a draw. Oh man, alright. 3-card switch into the yellow here. João putting himself in a good spot here. Cap Gaming looking for something here.
João is already down to dose. He has the power play. It might as well be all locked up. Here's Captain Gaming's probably last few chances to find an answer here. He's going to need to find something special.
Oh my god, a double
And
+4. It comes in at a good time, and he uses the double +4 to just make sure he throws the cards towards Joao's way. And it's an immediate switch. But yeah, that completely
just wasting
flipped
absolutely no time whatsoever.
I mean, again, I was talking about it before. I feel like Cap Gaming might have to throw a haymaker there. That back-to-back +4 may have been a haymaker on that one. As he looks to try and drown João with cards here and get the win. But Cap Gaming stuck in the blue here while João is swimming through this right now. And it's going to be a 3-card switch to red.
Another 0 sugar there. We'll see if we stay on red or if we switch out. We are going to stay on red with a quick double play.
Cap Gaming, this switch actually is helpful for him here right now. But not able to get there. He was down to 2, couldn't quite get the finisher. João has ran out on red as well. Cap Gaming with the top deck though. Can he find a switch out of it? No.
At this point, G, if I'm captain, I want João to fill his hand with as many numbers as possible, because he really needs to bide some time.
Cap Gaming keeps getting these top decks here and keeping himself low. This is going to be helpful for him. He wants to get the win. This switch could be pivotal for him. Needs to find that green, and he does not find the green here. Was looking for the switch, just did not get the right card. But João has given him the yellow here. Could he find a play on this one? Yes. Yellow 5.
It's like a little bit of a tease there. If you don't want green, maybe you want yellow.
There's the ditto.
A little bit of a ditto play there. And Captain's out.
And the power play right there, and that will likely do it here.
That'll do it.
Man, could not
Green wild.
Couldn't find a lineup there. Had junk cards spread across the colors, and it's going to be a double on the green to close it out. João continues the relative trend of the debut units of the tournament, making it to the Final Four, and he has locked up his spot into the postseason. Congratulations to João. Unfortunately for Cap Gaming, really could not find a ton at points in that match. Was able to find a few of the +4s and skips towards the end, but unfortunately by that point it was a bit too late. But João moving on to the Final Four and keeping his debut run alive. So big congratulations to him. We'll go to João on this one. João, I know you had you were hoping to make it to this point, but had a really good match tonight. Was able to find the cards throughout and just capitalize on a lot of the situations you were thrown in. Any thoughts on making the Final Four in your debut showing? And you are officially going to the postseason now, no matter what happens the rest of the way.
Oh, I'm so happy. I know I got a bit lucky here. I mean, a bit is an understatement. I got very lucky, but I think even besides the luck, I played pretty well. In game one, I had no ammo. We both had no ammo basically. The card efficiency got me there. And in both 15 card starts, I think I just outlasted him. So I think it was just pretty good play from me.
Yeah, it was good showing there, and you make the Final Four as you were the first to lock up that spot. Cap Gaming left, so I think a little bit frustrated after how that one went. So I don't blame him on that entirely, but is going to get the win here. João, moving on to the Final Four. Sapir, any thoughts on that one? It was relatively a quick match, but João able to win and come out on top, able to take advantage of some of the ammo he was able to get this out early on, and even just some of the lineups he was able to get the win here. But any thoughts on how that one went for João, and now that he sits pretty in the Final Four, waiting for the winner of tomorrow morning's game?
Yeah, honestly, Joao just kind of just did everything right. There wasn't really any room for major error considering his wealth of +4s here, and just the other ammo in general. I think for Captain, obviously a very tough pill to swallow today, but I think he can hold his head high in that he knows that the tables are going to have to shift eventually. And this is just like a good learning lesson for him to be able to see kind of what his mistakes were and just to capitalize on those and fix them so that when he does get the good luck, he's going to not have to rely so much on that, and he'll be able to use his skills to dominate even when he doesn't even have the luck on his side. So I think that's going to be a great advantage for Captain. As for Joao, once again, I think it's going to be a great matchup going into the next match here, and I think he's really keeping his run alive with just how far he's gone from this point. So congratulations once again to him, and I'll be looking forward to his next match there.
Yeah, and again, as I mentioned before, Joao debuting in the tournament once again. You see the debut in the tournament in the Final Four, so big run for him. And again, he makes the postseason. Now we'll take a look at the updated bracket. 5-2 victory for Joao to kick off the round. Relatively convincing win, able to find the cards and get the job done. But tomorrow we have Ridley Geo early in the morning in about 11 hours or so. So they'll be kicking it off. Short will have that stream covered, and then of course later at 4 p.m. we got White Spider Ami looking to round out the day of action. And then we're still not going to be sure when Rana J Money's going to happen. Hopefully we'll have a time tomorrow of when that will happen. Maybe like we're looking at a Sunday Monday match, but we'll see. Just depends on the circumstances, but hopefully we can get that one in soon and have that round out the round. But that will do it on our end. Yoshi, any final comments on this match? Anything you saw as the referee, and anything you think Joao can do going forward as he makes the Final Four?
Yeah, I mean, he said, I mean, I feel like he said at the beginning of the match that he has this aggressive style where he's not afraid to throw down his ammo early. And you know, I feel like he does like to save. Sometimes I feel like he has that split ammo strat. He also has I'll throw down the ammo if I feel like I should strat. Just to really test if you can come back from like a deficit. But I think here Joel was able to kind of use that and be able to. I mean, given the cards he had, I feel like he was able to kind of use that without many consequences. I think he does have to be careful. Assuming that, you know, I think like there's a circumstance where you can get away with it, but definitely have to be careful when you face someone like Gio or Ridley, who I feel like both those players are definitely capable of like taking advantage of your strategy. I mean, Gio definitely more of a chaotic player, but Ridley I think has definitely a very good strategic style that you have to be careful with how you play to beat them. So it's gonna be tough either way, but like I think João, at this point he can be really happy knowing that this is his first tournament. He's already gotten this far. I think Captain Gaming has still showed something here in this run. I mean, can definitely get frustrated when. Well, I mean, yeah, most people, you get frustrated when you don't get the cards. I don't know, maybe got a little bit more frustrated than he probably should have, but I mean, that's just how it is, and sometimes you're gonna get those hands where you have to like really think about, okay, was there anything I could have done? And if there's nothing you could have done, you just got to move on. So I think Captain Gaming, if he moves on, he can definitely come back. I'm interested to see how he does in the next tournament, because we have now a tournament where he went out early and a tournament where he went pretty far. So we could start seeing a trend where he's going to do one or the other. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's a matter of if he can bounce back from this loss.
All right, we will see what happens there, but that'll do it for us. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, there's Joel's post-game quote for the write-up. For Cap Gaming, I'm probably just going to use the "that sucked" quote. But yeah, that'll do it for us. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow morning with some more action. Doubleheader there. Starting off with a 9 a.m. match between Ridley Gio in the Arrow region. Gio looking for some redemption this round. Ridley looking to be able to keep things going. That is actually the only match this round where we will not get someone who makes the postseason, because both of them have already locked themselves into the postseason with their 5th win of the season in the prior round. So both of them are just playing to make the Final Four and start their quest for an at-large berth at the minimum, or maybe even get that auto berth with victory here in the tournament. And then, of course, White Spider Ami will keep it going at 4 p.m. Ami looking to make his first Final Four and lock himself into the playoffs. White Spider looking to at least make the postseason and make it back to the D2 championship. In a tournament run that has been a boom for him, with a player who has been very boom or bust when it comes to these tournaments. So we'll see what happens. And, of course, Rana J Money, that will very much certainly wrap up the round. We'll see when we get that schedule, hopefully soon. But that being said, that'll do it for us. Thank you all so much for watching the stream. We'll be back with some more MRE Uno action tomorrow morning with Ridley and Gio. But until then, I'm G-Man, and on behalf of the MRE Uno commission team, Tapir, Yoshi, everyone came along to watch tonight. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all for some more Uno action in the morning. Take care, everyone.
This has been a presentation of MRE Uno Division 2.